Find exercises that you can do. Don't worry about those fucking things you can't do. What is going on, everybody? My name is J Turn Jake, and today I'm bringing you another episode of the J Turn Chisel. In this episode, we're going to be talking about exercising while in pain. This is a topic that I'm actually super familiar with because daily I'm already in pain, and every time I exercise, I feel that pain even more. Let's get a couple of housekeeping items out of the way. Number one, talk to your doctor first because I'm not a fucking doctor. Number two, get to know your body and see what its limitations are. Push yourself to a point where you actually understand how far you can push yourself and then stop. And number three, please be safe. A lot of the things that I talk about here are based on my experience, and I don't want you to get hurt. I'm very familiar with exercising in pain because 5 years ago I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. When I decided to start exercising that fourth year in, I got on the treadmill. And I knew at that point that my body wasn't able to handle maybe running, maybe even walking for very long because I would be in so much pain after walking maybe 20 minutes. Some days I didn't push myself to that 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Some days I gave up, I got off that treadmill, and that was okay because the next day I got back on that treadmill and tried again. And what I did instead of focusing on the pain, because I mean, yeah, it fucking hurts, and I ice myself at night, then I'd get back on and I'd go further the next time. I'd go longer, and eventually I started being able to run, which I think that was pretty exciting. I was still in pain here. My feet felt like they were gonna shatter into a million pieces. It was extremely difficult. Eventually I got to a point where I was able to follow the Couch to 5K app, and I was able to start running slowly. It's more like a jogging pace. Eventually I did make it to that 5K mark in 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 5K. That was freaking amazing, but that wasn't even the best part. The best part was when I ran 20 minutes straight without stopping. I struggled to walk 20 minutes, but then was able to run 20 minutes straight, and I was still in pain. The pain level was definitely different from in the beginning when I started, but that's because I was pushing my body to a limit that I hadn't even imagined before that. Still painful, but in this instance, when I ran that 20 minutes straight, it was so fucking worth it. I still feel exhilarating joy every time I relive that moment in my head. When you exercise in pain, you need to celebrate these little wins. To some people, they're like 20 minutes, I could run that in my sleep, right? But to someone like me or someone like you that suffers with chronic pain or just any type of pain, getting to an accomplishment like that is freaking amazing. So celebrate those little wins. So for those of you that weightlift and maybe have arthritis in your hands, I can't close my hands. So it's really actually difficult to do a lot of weightlifting for myself. So what can you do if you're struggling in your hands or in your arms and you want to lift more than 5 pounds? There's some things that I use to help minimize the pain in my hands actually. Gloves, these ones have just some padding in them. So it helps lessen the pain here on my hand. I also use lifting hooks, these guys. Basically when they're on your wrists, you're holding it here. I recommend straps for biceps and triceps. The hooks don't work so well for the curls and the triceps. Well, for me, I can't really get my hand wrapped around and holding that dumbbell tightly. So using the straps instead for those actually help a lot easier in holding the weight. Also for body exercises and some other exercises, you can always find modifications to do them. It makes things so much easier if you can tweak just a little bit of an exercise that you're doing, or doing it just in a tad different way, or just doing a completely different exercises. I know that you're probably I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this. You know what? There's a lot of fucking things that I can't do right now either. But instead of focusing on what I can't do and just giving up, find exercises that you can do. Don't worry about those fucking things you can't do. Maybe one day you'll be able to do them. I couldn't run before, then I was able to go from walking to running. It's going to take your body time to get to the place where you can do those things. So don't worry about those right now. Instead, take this opportunity to try some new things. Find something new that you can try. Last year I tried MMA for a few classes, and MMA was lots of fun. Actually, it got me to be able to do burpees. I was not able to fucking do burpees before MMA. I didn't even do burpees in the beginning. I started with planks. It just took time. And then finding other types of things like skateboarding. I can do skateboarding. What else? I mean, this year I'm trying sword fighting, so it's really two-handed, so I don't have to worry about like just one hand, and I'm not having to worry about like, you know, hurting my hands from MMA or anything. I'm just, you know, holding swords. If you can't do things with your lower body, focus on things with your upper body. If you can't do things with your upper body, focus on things with your lower body, and then slowly introduce those types of exercises, easy exercises that aren't going to hurt you, that'll help you ease into things. Like I said, if you can't do a burpee, try out some planks. Even if you can only do planks for 5 seconds, 1 second, try it out. Try out just that little bit of time if you can. When you exercise in pain, you choose the pain, which in my opinion, because I suffer from chronic pain, is much better than the pain that I didn't choose. I didn't choose to have arthritis, but I choose to put myself through more pain so that I can feel better in the long term. It's been 22 months now and I feel much better than I did back when, you know, I first started and wasn't doing anything. You choose to exercise in pain. You chose this pain. Embrace it, love it, hate it, whatever. Just remember to be safe, talk to your doctor, and if you have any questions regarding exercising in pain, just let me know down in the comments below. And I'll also link a couple of modification videos that I've done for burpees and pull downs in the description or in the comments below. Alright, that's all I got for you today. If you liked this episode, why don't you smash that like button, share it with your people, and I'll see you in the next episode of the J Turn Chisel. Choo, choo.